Don't let this fly under the radar. This decision is massive news. Today, a federal judge has blocked Texas's new congressional map. Yes, that map. The one that had Texas House Democrats fleeing the state and also led to California voters passing Proposition 50. That one. Well, let's talk about how this ruling today and the Louisiana versus Callais case could change how we fight gerrymandering nationwide. In Texas, the court found the map diluted Black and Latino voting strength and was likely drawn with discriminatory intent, which makes sense considering it essentially made the Black vote in the historic 18th district one-fifth of a white person's vote. And Judge Jeffrey V. Brown noted as much. He stated in his ruling, the public perception of this case is that it's about politics. To be sure, politics played a role in drawing the 2025 map, but it was much more than just politics. Substantial evidence shows that Texas racially gerrymandered the 2025 map. And you see, that's classic gerrymandering, manipulating district lines to keep power. Two of the most common tactics are packing and cracking. Packing means stuffing minority voters into one district so their influence is limited to that single seat, whereas cracking is splitting those communities across multiple districts so they never form a majority anywhere. Both tactics weaken the ability of those voters to elect candidates of their choosing. And while this is happening, the Supreme Court is deciding on Louisiana versus Callais. I previously covered that in another video. I think you should go take a look at it. Now, Louisiana versus Callais could redefine how Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act works. Here's a refresher. For decades, courts asked, do the results of a map make it harder for minority voters to elect their preferred candidates? Callais could shift the test to focus more on intent, raising the bar for proven discrimination. That means even if a map clearly cracks or packs minority communities, it might survive unless plaintiffs, those who are being discriminated against, can prove lawmakers meant to discriminate. If Callais narrows Section 2, fewer maps will be struck down nationwide. That locks in partisan advantages and reduces representation for Black and brown communities. Seriously, one of the main effects could be seeing the southern United States become completely red. Democrats could lose 19 seats in the House. If the court reaffirms a strong Section 2, Texas and other states may be forced to redraw maps that give Black and brown voters more opportunity districts. Either way, the Texas case shows courts are still willing to step in, but the Supreme Court could change how easy that is. So, what's next? Texas plans to appeal, with Governor Abbott vowing a swift appeal to the Supreme Court. Election officials, though, in Texas face extremely tight deadlines. With the deadline to file to run in 2026 quickly approaching, candidates don't know which district they'll run in, and voters may see last-minute changes to ballots and polling places. Here's the bottom line. The Texas decision is a step in the right direction in the fight to uphold Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, for now. And the Callais case, the Supreme Court is expected to present their ruling in summer 2026. So with that being said, and with the timing of it all, it begs the question, will gerrymandering tactics like cracking and packing keep diluting our votes, or will the Voting Rights Act prevail? These cases aren't just about lines drawn on a map. They're about whether my vote, your vote, matters in this grand experiment we call America. What do you think of the federal court's decision today and what's to come? Tell me in the comments.